From a caregiver standpoint, that's just really disappointing because these are preventable hospitalizations.
COVID-19 cases continue a month-long climb in Utah. Intermountain healthcare doctors say the surge is fueled mainly by the Delta variant among unvaccinated people.
As news specialist Jed Bowles shows us, they are urging those who have COVID to get their shot too.
COVID cases and hospitalizations are up sharply over the last month, according to state numbers. COVID is again putting a burden on our healthcare system.
I mean, we're definitely seeing more patients with COVID-19 being admitted to the hospital.
New COVID cases more than doubled in the last 6 weeks, Utah averaging 450 new cases a day, up from 200 June 1st. Dr. Eddie Stenyum, an infectious diseases physician with Intermountain Healthcare, says hospitalizations have doubled in a week at some facilities.
The vast majority of the patients that are being admitted, are in the unvaccinated population. And so, from a caregiver standpoint, that's just really disappointing because these are preventable hospitalizations.
Preventable because the vaccines are highly effective against severe illness, hospitalization, and death. But only 45% of all Utahns are fully vaccinated, and only 50% have received one dose. Even after doctors warned about a surge a week ago,
we have not seen a significant uptick in vaccinations yet.
Also urging those who had COVID but have not been vaccinated to get their shot. While those who had COVID develop antibodies, that immune response is not as reliable as vaccination.
When you look at those that are infected with COVID-19, the body's immune response to that infection is incredibly variable.
Some have a high-level antibody response, others have a low response.
That variability leads to then variability of a risk for reinfection.
Stenyum says emerging data on the vaccines also shows greater effectiveness against variants than natural illness.
We know that the vaccination leads to much more reliable vaccine response as compared to natural infection. And we anticipate it's going to lead to a much more durable response, meaning it's going to last longer.
Stenyum points out the more people get vaccinated, the less community transmission there will be. For KSL 5 News, I'm Jed Bowles.